Okay, so we are at Dragon's Reach, and we're going to go to the Arcane Enchanter. So now that you have, now I should mention that another thing you're going to have to find is a Grand Soul Gem filled with Grand Soul. Now, ultimately you're going to need 4 of them, because what we're going to do is we're going to disenchant that Steel Armor of Alteration that we just got. By disenchanting it, we're going to learn how to enchant other items with Alteration. So now, Fortify Alteration is an enchantment that we can attach to certain items. So in this case, we're going to go through, we're going to find, let's say, Dwarven Armor. We're going to choose that as our item. We've selected, for our enchantment, we've selected Fortify Alteration, and you're going to need a Grand Soul Gem. So as you can see right there, since we leveled up our skill tree on our enchantment all the way up, right now with a Grand Soul Gem, we can take this Dwarven Armor, and if we wear it now, we can say that alteration spells cost 25% less to cast. So we're going to go ahead and apply that enchantment to the armor. Yes, we want to enchant this item. Now, when we wear that item, all of our enchantment spells are going to cost 25% less magic to use. So it may take a little while, but what you're going to want to do is you need to find a total of 4 items that are enchantable, like a necklace, a ring, helmet, gauntlets, maybe boots, armor, like what we just did. You're going to want to find a total of 4 pieces. You're also going to want to find 4 filled Grand Soul Gems. They have to be grand in order to get that high. You're going to enchant 4 items just like we did here. And what that's going to do, each item is going to cause, it is going to account 25% less. And of course, 25% times 4, by the time you're wearing all 4 of these items, alteration spells are going to cost 100% less magic, which means that you can use them, alteration spells, indefinitely. Okay, so Hunter went and found a total of 4 Grand Soul Gems, and then he got a ring, a necklace, a helmet, and then the armor that we showed you him enchanting earlier. So all 4 of those things, as you can see there, all 4 of those things, there's the armor that gives him 25% reduction, a helmet that gives him a 25% reduction, a ring that gives him 25%, and then a necklace that gives him 25%. So when he's wearing all 4 of those, that equals out to 100% reduction in alteration spells. So he can now cast alteration spells for free, basically. He can cast them as long as he wants, and it doesn't cost him any magic. So what we're going to do now is we're going to travel to Winterhold, because we need a very specific alteration spell called Telekinesis, and that's what we're going to get next. Okay, so we fast traveled to Winterhold, and I didn't show it on the videotape here, but immediately we were confronted by guards saying that we had committed crimes against Skyrim, probably because of all the shenanigans we've been doing throughout the day. So what we did is we, instead of submitting to them, we said I'd rather die or fight or whatever, and so they started chasing us. We went to a nearby barrel and we stored every single bit of property that it would allow us to. There's a few quest items that it wouldn't allow us to store, but all of our armor, all of our money, everything we stored inside that barrel. And then we, the guards are chasing you. The way it works in Skyrim is that if the guards are chasing you and they're trying to kill you, if you commit a new crime, and then you have your fists out or a weapon out after you commit that crime, and then as soon as they walk up to you, if you put that weapon away or put your fists away, then they should give you the option again to be taken into custody. Normally, whenever they take you into custody, they'll take away your personal property. We put our personal property in that barrel, so they didn't really have anything to take away. So we allowed him to arrest us, and then once we slept off our time, and then once we got out, we went back to the barrel and retrieved all of our stuff. So anyway, back up to the College of Winterhold up here, and we did the little test that they make you do with magic to pass the gates, and we're up now at the college. And so we're going to go inside and we're going to try and buy a spell. Okay, so after we get up to the College of Winterhold, you go inside, and if this is your first time at the College of Winterhold, you're going to encounter this little scenario that you see in front of you here, it's Tofflar. That's the guy, right? Or Tofdir, I guess. Tofdir. This guy is the guy who's going to be able to eventually sell you the telekinesis spell. But if this is your first time at the college, you got to go through this little routine with him. It's really easy. It doesn't take very long. But once you finish that routine, if you talk to this dude here, he'll sell you a telekinesis spell. So we'll show you as soon as we get to that part. Okay, so Tolfdir has gone through his little thing. He's started a new lesson for you, wanting you to go to some excavation site. Well, now that he's not busy, you can ask him, what do you have for sale? And as you look and see, he has all these different spells that he'll sell you. The one we're looking for, telekinesis, for a low price of $502.
If you have your speech up.
If you have your speech up that high, it may be more expensive if you don't have your speech up. But now that you have telekinesis, you have everything that you need. You need to read it so that you learn it. And then once you've learned telekinesis, that is now under your alteration. And since we have the armor on, that now gives us 100% deduction in magic costs. We can use telekinesis indefinitely. We'll never run out of magic. So now what we're going to do is we're going to save the game, and then we're going to exit out of the game back to the Xbox menu and just restart the game over again. Okay, we've exited back to the Xbox menu, and now all we're going to do is start the game over again. The whole reason we're doing this is because every time you start the game, it's going to search for updates. Once in a while, Xbox will fail when it tries to do an update because of internet connection speed or whatever, so we're doing it one more time. There you go. So now it's updating Skyrim, and what this update does is, first of all, it fixes the book glitch that we just did, which is why we had to delete it. But the second thing it does is it also makes it to where you can level up far above 81.5, which is what we're about to do. The last part that we're about to show you here in this tutorial is just about over. This last part we're going to show you is how you can update and upgrade, level up as much as you want to from this point forward. Okay, guys and gals, we are in the final part of this tutorial. We've restarted the game. We downloaded the update. At this time, if you'd like, you can reinstall any DLC that you had. We're all good for that. What we did is we went to Whiterun, and we went to the carriage, and we traveled to Riften. And here is where we're going to do our final part of the tutorial. This guard here, he's just, tell him that it's a shakedown. He's going to try and get you to pay him money. Don't do it. He'll let you in. What we're trying to do, okay, so you have all 4 pieces of your enchanted armor on, so alteration spells cost you nothing. You can do alteration all day long, no matter what. So what we're going to do, and you have telekinesis, we're going to find a small object that you can lift with your telekinesis. And that's the point that we're at Riften at right now. We're going to find, you can use anything. You can use bowls or buckets. There happens to be a bucket pretty close by right in front of us here, and we're going to use that. So as you can see, we're going to lift it up, and we're going to start taking it towards the front gate. So if you go up to your skills menu, one thing that you're going to want to do, Hunter's already done it, so I can't show it to you, but your alteration is going to be at 100, just like all the rest of your perks. But if you press the Y button when you're in your skills tree, you're going to have the opportunity to make Alteration Legendary. And what that'll do is it'll take all of the skills of that 100%, and it'll take it down to 15. And what that does is it allows you to use alteration spells to build and level your alteration back up, which then in turn allows you to level your character up. So you can see that as long as he's using alteration, his alteration keeps increasing now. And that's helping him level up. Now, it would take forever. Even though he could hold this bucket here forever and he'll just keep on leveling up, it would take days of him holding this in order for him to do any significant leveling. So what we're going to do, the final glitch, is while you're holding the bucket in the air, you're going to go to your map, and you're going to fast travel back to Whiterun. Now the game thinks that you've walked that whole distance. It does not recognize that you fast travel. So as far as the game is concerned, you have held the alteration button down the whole time, and you've used your alteration the whole time from Riften all the way to Whiterun. And so you can imagine how much leveling up you would have done if you would have actually manually walked that. Well, the game doesn't know the difference. So now, when Hunter goes to his skill tree, you can automatically see his alteration's up to 100, and he's just leveled up 2 times. Now that he's leveled up 2 times, he's already at a level 83. He's going to make Alteration Legendary again. His alteration is back down to 15. He's going to find a small object. There's a cabbage laying nearby that he got from a fruit stand. And he's going to do this process again. While he's holding the cabbage, he's going to fast travel back to Riften. Once again, the game doesn't know the difference. And so when he gets to Riften, he's going to be able to level up again. You repeat this process as many times as you want, and you can level up indefinitely. Now, I will tell you that just like other RPG games with leveling up, the higher leveling up you do, the longer it takes to get to the next level. So this first few times, you're going to be able to level up 2, sometimes even 3 times every time you fast travel. But as you get really high up in the leveling, sometimes you're going to find that you're only going to be able to level up once per travel. Sometimes you'll have, once you get up to around 200 level, it'll be every other time you travel is when you'll level up. But if you just have patience, you can do this as long as you want, and you can get to as high of a level as you want to. Just remember, and every time you level up, you get more perks. So you can see how if you just keep doing this over and over and over again, eventually you'll be able to level up and apply perks to every single skill tree in the game. If you're just patient enough to do it. Just remember the formula. You make Alteration Legendary, then you use Alteration to pick up a bucket or an object, and then you fast travel between Whiterun and Riften, and you just keep that process over and over again, and as long as you do it, you're going to be able to keep leveling up. And as you can see, we started out this tutorial, which was just probably about 7 or 8 hours ago. We started out brand new game, and now here we are already at a level 86, which would normally take people months to do if they weren't cheating, if they weren't cheaters like we are. So that's the tutorial. Just keep doing it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I know it took a lot of work and a lot of patience, but as you can see, it's totally worth it for us to be able to keep getting those perks. All right, thank you, Hunter.
No problem.
And thank you all for watching the tutorials. Have a good one.